Namaste everyone. So last and final session for July in a Kala Batak series. Hello, Anand's already here. I'm just going to add Anand to the live as well.
Hey, Kashyap.
Hey Anand. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I think,
Is there a is there a lag?
yeah, there is a slight lag, I feel. Is it from my end or is it from, is the Wi-Fi fine?
Um, My Wi-Fi is fine. I think so at least.
Okay, I think we'll wait for a few more seconds and see if it's working good. Okay,
Yeah.
I think it should seem fine. I think we should be good. It's fine, no problem. Uh, all right. So, uh, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you? Just
Hey.
coping boredom, sitting at home, playing playing a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of
So that's
FIFA. Recently we
nice.
got Storm and I stuck. Oh, what?
Yeah, I think there is a slight lag.
1 second. Let me just check if it's from my end.
Yeah, no
Give me a
stress, no
second.
stress. I
Yeah.
think is it fine, guys? No, I think there is a slight lag. Okay, we'll just reconnect and come back with Anand. Just gonna wait for him to reconnect. Okay, guys, namaste. I'm really sorry. We're going to wait for Anand to come back. I just can't seem to get him connected. Let me just try once again. Yeah, sorry, guys. Just 2 more minutes. I think Anand should be, yeah, there.
Is this
Hey,
better?
much better, much better. This is fine.
Really?
Yeah, guys,
Let's hopefully
is everything okay? Yeah, I think the fans are happy, so I think we're
the
good.
fans are happy. Yeah. So I was just talking about how we are coping with this whole, pandemic. I'm basically doing nothing productive. I'm just waiting for my movie to release soon so that
Oh,
I
nice.
can get some value out of, this past 4 or 5 months. That's the
Yeah,
only thing. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's been a testing time for all of us, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, so I'm going to quickly introduce myself and about TKT, and then we'll move on to doing our best to introducing Anand in the best manner possible.
You're
Okay, so I'm
making me nervous, man. You're
Kashyap.
calling me a philanthropist and all. I'm just taking baby steps. But yeah,
So I'm
go on.
Kashyap Mehra. I'm the founder of the Creative Toli. TKT, as we call it, is a one-stop DC creative industry networking platform, a free community for creative professionals and freelancers to get together where they can connect, collaborate, and create within the community or even the industry on passion projects, works projects, a lot of stuff. So the idea was to promote a community where you could engage and get in touch with more people. Today's session we have Anand with us. He's a showstopper for our Kala Betak series.
Whoa. Whoa.
And so Anand is one of the upcoming stars in Tollywood. If most of you all, I'm sure must be watching. Their Parth has also come. Okay, so he's acted during his school days in Puttaparthi. Am I right? Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, it is Puttaparthi.
Puttaparthi. Okay. He later moved to the US to pursue his masters.
Yeah.
and he worked there for 2 years in a great MNC. But then he reached a saturation point and decided, I want to come back to India. And he came to pursue his passion. He's worked on workshops when he came back, started
Yeah.
building up his uh, acting skills. And yeah, he debuted last year with a romantic film called Dora Sani. Am I right?
Dorasani. It
Dora Sani.
means it means like the countess. You can call it the princess sort of thing.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, since then he's not looked back. He's looking for a lot more roles, and he's getting some exciting news he's going to be sharing with us towards the end of the session.
Yeah.
So yeah, for that. So Anand, I think everyone's pretty excited to hear. Even I am.
Yeah.
Uh, how did it all begin for you? You know, the journey from home. Did you were in boarding school? So was there always art and music and sports around, or how did you get into acting after all these years? How did the whole story go?
I'll tell you honestly upfront that I never planned to be an actor, or it is really because of who and what I'm surrounded by that I'm in this place.
Correct.
But yeah, in my boarding school, there was lots of there were no TVs. There was never access to, going and watching cinema. Uh,
Hmm.
it was always sports. Um, it was always like some sort of art, dramas, live plays in front of thousands of people. Uh,
Correct.
and then, the stuff that happens in like boarding schools, right? You have competitions all the time, and uh,
Yeah.
because there was no access to, TVs and other sorts of entertainment, we always had to entertain ourselves in many ways. Like we would direct our own plays, we would write our own stories and try and convey that. So we figured so many things on the fly as young kids. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm sure that had some formative effect as a kid, but I never knew, oh, acting is a
Yeah.
goal.
It
Yeah.
was just that deep within.
Yeah, it was just there. And it was, acting. I don't know about the Hindi film industry, but in Telugu at least, it is like a far off dream because it is a regional industry. To get into acting, it's a lot more harder than because the opportunities are lesser. Um,
Correct.
uh, and just the barriers to entry in this industry are like humongous, man. You can't even think of this as a career option for many. If I
Correct.
would have thought of it, I would be telling myself I was, wishfully thinking that I'd be an actor someday. Because neither was I the best looking guy in the room, neither did I, want to, portray my acting skills in like on a big screen. None of it. It was just like something within.
Nice.
But then my dad was a television director. Uh, he would
Oh,
direct
nice.
some serials and some shows. This was way back in the 90s. But whenever we came back for summer holidays, we would go to the sets of a serial, not even a movie, right? Uh,
Yeah.
serials, serials is essentially like toiling like in a farm. It is such a laborious process. It's
Yeah.
not even
Lot of
that
art.
creative. Yeah, but
Yeah.
so you get a sense of how what goes on a set, the assistant directors, the cameraman, all of that. You see that my dad wanted to be an actor uh, way back.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
but because of so many different circumstances, it never happened. And then eventually, my brother did become an actor. He's also getting into the Hindi film industry.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, with Karan Johar and uh, Ananya Pandey and all of that. Yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
so that with Vijay becoming a successful actor, it opened up so many doors for me. But I wasn't even aware that those doors are, there and I can go open them and see that there's this world of opportunities there. Until I came back from the US and there were some people knocking on the door and saying, "Hey, Vijay has a brother. There's this opportunity. There's so much opportunity in terms of new young Telugu actors.
Yeah.
There are not many young Telugu actors, at least 1 year back. Um, and there's so much need of content in India, especially. We are the largest consuming, and within India, for a fact, Telugu audiences consume the most content on a phone. Or
Yeah.
yeah, so
Even that.
everyone knew that if not for theaters, there's going to be these opportunities for Netflix, Amazon, all of these countless
Yeah.
firms that have opened up their OTT platforms, right?
Correct. Correct.
So I was like, why not give it a shot? I just gave up my job in the US. I'm pretty jobless right here. I did some dramas. Actually, I did some amateur plays in Hyderabad as well, two or three amateur plays with a dramatics firm. And then it all just went on. I never planned or I never had a vision, or I wouldn't call it my passion. But uh, you know, it when I was in my previous job in the US with that MNC, like you said, I felt a bit saturated, uh, even with comfortable working hours and all of that. But with the job that I have now, we work like crazy amount of hours, and we're always
Yeah.
toiling.
Yeah.
But
It's a full time on the go, the set life,
yeah,
traveling there,
yeah,
location.
there are instances when you shoot for a whole day. Like I'm literally talking about 20 plus hours. Uh, I shot actually once for 27 hours straight because of location and budget issues and all of that. In my first movie, that was. So,
Okay.
but I never complained. If it was my previous job, I would be throwing slurs and
Yeah. Yeah.
getting angry and shit. But no, uh, I think I think that is a sign that you enjoy what you're
Correct.
doing,
Correct.
right?
At the end
So,
of the day, if you have a smile, no matter how many hours you spend,
yeah.
just being content once you're home is definitely going to get you a good night's sleep.
Yeah, 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 and that's been my last 2 years for sure. I came back in 2018,
Right.
and yeah, since then I only want to look forward. I never regret like leaving the US and a comfortable job and a good, very well. Your friends Sagar, Akash, all of them were in the same job, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all of us were pretty well paid, well to do there, but
Yeah.
all of us came back with a reason to, do something in India, something back
Yeah.
home. Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
were there any other small experiences, that helped you gain perspective on, besides saturation, that, it's time to come back and do something? Besides acting, were there other sort of thoughts that you had in mind?
I would be lying if I was sure that I wanted to act as soon as I left my job in the US. I was never sure. I was never even confident that I would get an opportunity, like I said before. Uh, and yeah, there were a couple of options in the sense that Vijay by then had this popular movie called Arjun Reddy, which became a massive cult hit, which also
Mhm.
became Kabir Singh later
Correct.
on. Uh, and he was looking to, start his own production house to help. He had this whole, he faced a whole cycle of events when he was doing his first movie called Pelli Chupulu back in like 2014, 15,
Okay.
where he was just starting off. There was no producers to help him, um, even the director, all of that, right? So he had to somehow figure out a way to get producers on board. So when he became a successful actor, he was like, if I can help other
Yeah.
up and coming directors, even if it's a small movie, it'll be wonderful.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
yeah, so we started this production house called King of the Hill, which is a literal translation of our surname, Devarakonda.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, and then I thought maybe I'll come back and work for that. We also started this Rowdy wear, which I'm
Oh,
wearing right
yes.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we're going to be discussing a few things about Audi as well today.
yeah. I'm not actively part of it. There are a couple of friends of ours who are the founders, and Vijay is also the founder.
Nice.
Early on, we would, discuss designs and all of that, but right now I'm not actively part of it, but we do discuss some things on and off. Yeah.
Nice. So, besides Rowdy, besides King of the Hill, I'm sure all these might have stemmed from some inspiration or people that had an impact on your journey while
Hmm.
you probably working also in the US, when you came back, when you started off with some acting lessons. Were there people that you met, who sort of motivated you or inspired you to probably, or maybe even some film stars you saw besides obviously Vijay being there at home and having them on as a mentor? Were there other such people you met along the way?
I think cinema in general has a very like formative effect on kids, right? When you are growing up between, say, ages of 6 and maybe 14, 15, you see
Yeah,
cinema, and at least back in the day, now you have a lot of content on TVs itself. Back in the day, we would go to the theaters a lot more, right?
correct, correct.
And you see this large screens with this over the top Tollywood cinema and everything, and you're like, wow, this is fucking amazing, right? And then it embeds in your somewhere in your brain. You're thinking, oh shit, maybe someday I can get there. It would be nice to get there. Uh,
Yeah,
but then you just throw it back. You never think of it as a possible thing. But then
that's true.
I think in terms of the people that have shaped what either Vijay or what I am trying to become is definitely my parents. Uh, they never told us you have to do this or you have to, go earn some money or take this course or do this or do that. Both my
Yeah,
parents are not well educated per se. Both of them were self-employed, and they knew the struggle of, making ends meet and everything. So I think them being so hardworking, making a huge struggle just so that their kids can do so well in
yeah.
whatever we wanted to do. At some point, I was a big fan of cricket when I was in my school.
Mhm.
In fact, like in the summer holidays, if Vijay was waking up late and I didn't have anyone to play with, I would throw the ball to the wall and I would bat myself.
Oh, nice.
So
Cricket has been fixed.
yeah, I would keep count of score. It sounds a bit lonely, but I would do that because I was so crazy of cricket. And then my dad called me aside and he was like, "Do you want to join the MRF Pace Academy? We'll try and figure a way that you can go and uh, the typical, I think, father would
Yeah, yeah.
not say that, right? I was like shocked, but we didn't have the financial, you know, ways to do this. Just to, but then even after that, they let me go to the US. In fact, the first time I ever was on a flight was going to the US to study. Uh, uh,
Wow.
so, uh, so I was like, I can't do anything in India. I might as well go because Vijay was trying to, make his career here in India. So I was like, I might as well, try and earn some money somewhere else with a
Yeah.
different life, right? So I went there. That had a huge, like, just living in the US by myself, uh, figuring out how to work with new people, new cultures, all of that, right? Going out of your comfort zone because I'm quite an introverted guy. I wouldn't box myself, but many people
Yeah.
would call me quiet and introverted. And growing up in a boarding school, you grow up in a very secure, boundaries,
Correct.
right?
Good mindset. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you don't see the outside world as much. Like in fact, coming from Puttaparthi to Hyderabad was a huge culture shock for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, I can't study in Hyderabad. I need to go back. So from that to going to the US and just breaking all these hurdles or boundaries that I've built within myself, just to try and get a job and figure out myself and pay off my loans and all of that. I think I probably matured or became a lot more wiser, if I can say that,
Yeah.
within those 3 or 4 years of
Definitely.
studying and
Definitely.
working in the US.
Yeah.
Just
And
meeting people there,
correct.
all of that shaped. I would definitely say that if I remained in India without going to the US, just staying here. And even if Vijay was a superior actor, a star that he is today, I would never have had the guts to, take up acting if
Correct,
I
correct.
didn't go to the US.
Those experiences that you had sort of made you
Yeah,
grow as a
definitely.
person, take on the next challenge that comes your way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was at some point, I was working in these huge companies in San Francisco, like Western Digital and Seagate and all these companies. And I was sitting in the boardroom with these uh, CEOs and CFOs of all these firms. And I was like, oh shit, I was a little, threatened by their
Yeah,
positions. But you have to step out of the comfort zone there. Otherwise, you're not doing your job well. So all of those experiences, once I came back to India, I felt like I was a lot more confident. I felt that I could portray myself a lot better. I could,
correct.
and I really think acting is very instinctive. It's very, like as kids, you have strong gut feelings, something that you know yourselves by a lot when you're kids, right? That over the time we lose that gut feeling a lot. You know, that gut feeling, like it can be simple things in your day-to-day life that you had a
Yeah,
gut feeling, you said yes, and it turned out bad. So I think you lose touch with yourself over time, but as kids, you have that, right? Uh, and when you have confidence, you trust your instincts a lot more. And that
correct,
helps
correct.
as an actor a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, definitely, definitely. No, in fact, glad that you mentioned this because even our theme for this month was about how there's creativity in purpose and
Hmm.
how through you start finding your purpose in your creativity. And you've been on this road where coming from humble backgrounds, parents gave the freedom to study, and you had all those capabilities to make your own life, to be independent, stay in the US, and you've basically learned the hard way. You've gone step by step, and you've come to a point now that you've taken on the next challenge of your life. So have you found, or maybe are you still on your way to finding what your purpose is through all this?
That's a loaded question, man. But I think purpose and all, like I said, I'm just taking baby steps in whatever I'm doing, right? I've done
Right.
only one movie so far. I've completed shooting for my second, and my third, about 50 to 60% is done.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
I have a vision in what I want to do in terms of cinema for myself.
Correct.
Uh, and it really is a process of making cinema that I enjoy a lot more than the result itself. I'm not saying it as a cliche. Of course, successes and failures affect you
Correct.
and your mindset and everything. My first film, in fact, didn't do that well in the box office. It uh, it was fairly well received among certain kinds of audience. Rest of them just bashed it because they thought it just wasn't working for them, or it was too cliched or whatever. Uh,
Okay.
but that first movie experience was like a graduating school for me
Correct.
in terms of cinema, right? My second film, I feel a lot more confident. I understand things a lot better. The dynamics of cinema, the dynamics of being on a set, how to, understand and validate working with a director, all of these things. So, in terms of what I want to do in terms of films and cinema, I'm pretty confident of the next few years. I don't know. I don't have a long-term vision per se. Just purpose in life, I don't know, man. I would just term it as one word, which is called helping. Uh, I really think, like I've been saying 2 or 3 times over the discussion, that cinema is really formative for many people. It
Yeah.
is a huge part of our culture in India itself, uh,
Correct.
sports and cinema. So you can help through storytelling. You can also, and storytelling uh, puts you in a place where thousands of people are able to see you and listen to you. So
Yeah.
it gives
Yeah.
you the
You have a
opportunity. Yeah, it
correct.
gives
You
you
have
the
a unique
opportunity
strategy.
to break barriers and try and do other stuff that you wanted to do also. Like Vijay
Yeah.
is doing, he is always wanted to do some things for the environment, right?
Yeah.
Once he's had, disposable income, he's thought of, developing a foundation. So once I can contribute my income to that, I think I'll actively take part. And uh, even now, we are actively taking part in terms of uh, education and environment and all of that. So helping per se, uh, I don't know. Like I said, it's a loaded question. So it's basically asking what is life sort of thing, right? The word purpose.
Uh, I'm glad that you mentioned and you answered it pretty beautifully because uh, it takes a lot of courage to be on screen to working in such a competitive field, and you have to be very focused. You're also a fresher in the industry, and the world has changed so much. What cinema was a few years back, and
Yeah,
there's constant development happening every year in terms of tech, in terms of onset, whatever it may be, and
yeah,
you're very how would I say this? The inspiring part about your answer was you want to help people, and that
hmm
is very rare to sort of you're very often from creative people because usually you're out there to obviously impact people through what you do, but even from what your actions are outside of what your professional life is, that
yeah,
also counts a lot as a human, right? And I
yeah.
think that whole formative part together, I think, forms a great purpose that you are sort of going ahead. So I think that's quite beautiful, actually. In fact, even your philanthropic activities in the family and the Devakonda Foundation, tell us a bit more. So besides education and environment, what sort of activities are going on?
So we actually started this very recently, the foundation itself.
Yeah.
It's called the Devarakonda Foundation. It was completely Vijay's brainchild in terms of what he wanted to do, what his vision was for the foundation.
Correct.
And his vision, it might be it might be a big target, but he wants to somehow in his lifespan employ or give employment or enable employment for at least 1 lakh people, 1 lakh
Wow.
students. Okay.
Amazing.
So, so we have taken some steps in that direction. We call it the Devarakonda Foundation Fellowship, uh,
Okay.
where from like students from lower income backgrounds or from the rural areas who don't have who are well read, well educated from the government schools and all of that are not getting the jobs that they want, or they're not skilled in the jobs that they want to be part of, right? So we have started, collecting data of such students. We have evaluated what, like some students. We have selected almost about 50 to 60 students now. Um, and we are helping them skill themselves so that, and also bridging the gap so that they can join the companies that they want to.
Correct.
Because Vijay has a certain name and we have access to different organizations and all of that, we can bridge that gap a lot more easily.
Correct.
So we have
Correct.
started taking steps on that front. And in the future, we also want to do things like afforestation within the city limits. Hyderabad is actually was actually a place of beautiful lakes and hills,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And now all of that is just disappeared. There are barely any lakes. So we, at some point, want to start taking
Love that.
active part in the environment. So it's basically people and the environment around us, which essentially is the whole world. But we want to, I think if we can't change the world for sure, no one can. I think if you just do your piece of it, I
Yeah.
think you can make a small difference. So I think that's what Vijay is trying to do, and I want to actively take part. Yeah.
That's amazing. Amazing. So, you mentioned earlier about Rowdy, and you proudly wearing the Rowdy T-shirt also.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Rowdy a bit more. Uh, Tell us a little more of the story. How did it start off? And you obviously mentioned not very actively involved, but when are we seeing you in one of the commercials or any shoots for Audi?
I don't know about that, but I actually did the first shoot wearing a lungi and with
Yeah.
Vijay, just casually. It's like a startup of friends, right? So we take collective decisions and all of that. But since I got busy acting, I wanted to actively take part in it, but I eventually didn't. But Rowdy Wear, I think it started off with again Vijay is not just an actor. His brain is always
Journey.
running, yeah, 200 kilometers per hour. He's churning out ideas and wanting to do stuff all the time. It really started off with this cult movie called Arjun Reddy. Um,
Okay.
he actually went on stage, and it is a movie that caters to the youth, right?
Correct. Correct.
And during the promotions before the release of the movie, I think just the trailer had come out by then. He was on stage, and he like I don't know, instinctively called them all rowdies. Uh,
Okay.
I think it's something he picked up from my father because as kids, we would be naughty or whatever, and he would say "Hey, rowdy," something like
Yeah.
that, right? And he just called them rowdies, and there's a speech, I don't know, I'll probably send it to you later, which became viral at the time. Uh,
Oh, wow.
uh, People in the auditorium went crazy for that speech, right? And that rowdies term stuck. It's some we call all Vijay's fans
That's rowdy.
rowdies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So from there, that became a cult, and we saw people wearing Arjun Reddy has this famous poster where Vijay has a beard and he's just looking, uh,
Yeah.
breaking the fourth wall and just looking directly at the audience. There's a beautiful poster, and we saw that people were, slowly taking that as a cult image, something like, say, a Nirvana or James Dean did back in the day. Something like that happened locally. And we were like, we need to do something about this. We need to start our own, brand. And from there, it just started. We wanted to become something of a streetwear, something, probably shouldn't be saying this, but something like a Supreme, what Supreme did in New York,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Something that we can do. And I think it's doing really well. It's doing really
Yeah.
well.
In fact, I was reading about it. People are really ravaging about the brand.
Yeah.
It's become like pretty much like a household name, I could say. Like so many
Yeah,
youngsters.
among the youth, I think it's pretty good. It's doing really well, especially in the cities like Visakhapatnam, Vijayawada, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, right? But then I was shooting in some rural areas, and there's this whole bunch of, in the local bus stands, they're selling fake rowdy wares everywhere in every small town.
Oh,
Because yeah, it's bold, right? Something of a
yeah.
if it's written rowdy like that, and youth like such things,
Yeah.
bo
Yeah.
making a bold statement. Fake rowdy wear, I think, is more popular than
Yeah.
rowdy wear, in fact.
But I think that's the probable test, right? That you succeeded because if
You
you
can say
get
that.
yeah, I mean, if you get copied, you've done the job.
Yeah,
People are not going to stop wanting it. So I guess that's great. In fact,
yeah.
okay. So that was about Rowdy.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Besides, obviously, because of Corona, all of us have been stuck indoors.
Mhm.
We've not been, you're not doing much outside your house. A lot of restrictions. I'm sure there are only few commercials and small ads that have started shooting even in Bollywood or Bombay here. I don't know what the scenario is there, but uh, what do you feel now is going to be the adapting way forward, right? Because a lot of things are going to change. There
Yeah.
are timelines going to change, and being a creative individual, obviously, all of us are worried how a lot of things are going to function. So, could you elaborate a bit on that?
I think everything seems a little uncertain even now for everyone, right? Uh,
Yeah.
in I've heard from one of my friends that in the Tamil industry, they're giving permissions to shoot. Uh, Even in Telugu industry, a few films have started shooting because of budgets and sets that they have already
Yeah,
built.
definitely.
So those kind of restrictions are on, and I know that TV guys are shooting because they need to keep churning out content. So that's
Yeah,
happening, but there's certainly an effect in terms of the art of acting or being on a set. You
yeah,
can't really. Uh, I personally like to have the actor, even if it is a over-the-shoulder shot that, or even if it's only a single profile shot of me, I need to have the other actor opposite me doing the lines, saying it with the emotion that they would have said it on their shot. And if I can't do all of that, I'm going to be so stressed on set. Uh, because acting is all about reacting. And if you're not going to have that, it's going to be so fucked up. I can't even imagine that scenario on a set. I don't know how it'll be. Uh, but I think the way forward, maybe if we start, if this seems like never ending, it might be a case where you have to have smaller crews. Luckily, because I still do small films, limited budget films, we have already smaller crews. And I think one of my friends is producing a film, and they have started shooting, in fact. So he was telling me about they have to do tests every few days or whatever,
yeah.
and they have to follow so many, protocols on the set. I
Correct.
think makeup,
There has to be a doctor also on set now, I think.
yeah, doctor, and I've heard in some places even cops have to be there, something like
Correct.
that.
Correct.
And PPE kits on set, which is ridiculous. I don't understand how people can work, especially like makeup guys and all, are literally touching you, right? I don't know how, like, especially the guys are not used to doing makeup themselves. The girls can manage, but not to a
Correct.
professional level, maybe.
Correct.
But you have to adapt, I guess, or let's hope a vaccine comes soon.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so I'm going to shift back a little bit towards the first film that you had.
Hmm.
As you mentioned, mixed reviews, obviously, and it's a part of criticism. It's a part of growing where you're always going to have your positives and the ones who love the work. There are always going to be ones who are skeptical or going to give you negative feedback or whatever it may be. That's always a part of the journey. But tell
Hmm.
us your movies from your perspective. First movie, the onsets. I remember I read one of your interviews where you had pronunciation. In the beginning, there were some words that you had to learn up in a particular
Yeah,
manner, get the right stance of words and all. So,
yeah.
how was those? How were the stories? Any LOL moments on set?
I mean, lots. It's been a while since I've done two, 2.5 movies post that, but lots of learning moments, lots of funny moments, lots of scary moments, all of them. Uh, I think it helped that I was on my shooting, my first shot of that movie, or my first time in front of a camera was at least 10 days after the movie had actually begun shooting.
Okay.
So I was not just sitting at home. I made sure that I was on set, being an AD, trying to figure out how people are working, just figuring out the energy in the room, right? How people are working, what is the director saying to the actors that they're emoting in such a way, all of that, and it helped. By the time I was on set as an actor, uh, uh, it was really nice. I figured out that okay,
About,
this is
yeah. Sorry, sorry.
yeah. I did some workshops with the director at least for 2 months before. So I had a good camaraderie with him, a good wavelength with him already. I think cinema in the end is for an actor or for the leading cast at least is eventually you have to love the director in some or the other way, right? You have
You have
to,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's all about listening, understanding, and validating. in whatever sense, right? Listening, I think, is a superpower for an actor. Uh, and within that, if you get the beats, some directors start talking with a rhythm that they want their dialogue in, that they want the pace of the scene to go in. If you catch all of that, it helps a ton. But it was my first movie, so it was all shaky, right? The ground was shaky. I didn't know. This is not a traditional business in any sense. It's so hard to
Yeah,
do anything that you're doing. So, yeah, so I just had to figure out so much shit on the go. Uh, yeah, but second movie, working with a younger team, with a younger director, we had similar energy. He was a first time director also.
oh wow.
So just to trusting a director with his vision, right? It takes you a way forward.
Yeah,
I had wonderful cast next to me, so all of them mostly new. And yeah, it was. I think second movie was a lot more easier in a way, in terms of being on set, being in front of camera, understanding
you've
how the
almost become a bit more comfortable now being on
yeah and
set.
yeah, understanding how the camera works and just how to how to look into the co-actor's eyes. That can be quite intimidating because uh,
Absolutely.
in real life, I think we never really look into people's eyes as much. You look at them speak.
Yeah,
You don't look into their eyes, but the camera catches certain things, and if you look into eyes, it says a lot more. It's more powerful. So you figure all that stuff out, and it's a lot more fun when you figure things out, but you're always figuring it out. In my third movie, in fact, I've been lucky to have some senior actors next to me, and I was mind blown the way they were working because every day they're working on a different movie
oh,
because they're senior actors, right? They have call sheets from
multiple
all over the
projects.
place.
Yeah,
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 and so they have to snap in and snap out of a character, which is incredibly hard. I
yeah.
wouldn't do two movies simultaneously. So just to see them work was brilliant, brilliant. Yeah,
Amazing, amazing. So, this next movie that you spoke about, the one which you completed, obviously, the other one, I think, is 60% through, right?
yeah, yeah.
The
60.
second
Yeah.
you spoke about, what's happening with that? Is it going to be out on OTT platform soon? Where are we going to get to see a preview of it?
Uh, s- Even I'm waiting to hear when,
Oh,
but
amazing.
it's definitely going to be on OTT because of the situation.
Correct.
We would have loved for it to be in a theater and then in OTT, uh,
Yeah.
but you have
Now,
to adapt.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
have
the
to adapt. But I mean, in a way, you have to look at the positives, right? It's going to be on every phone, in every household or whatever.
absolutely.
So you get more eyeballs or whatever. Uh,
Yeah.
and I'm also happy that I don't have to promote as much because
Yes.
I can promote from the comfort of my home wearing shorts and a t-shirt. I don't have to
Yeah.
go to a studio in a TV channel,
The
be
simple
all.
promotion.
Yeah, but I don't know what the OTT guys are going to demand. But let's see. I think I enjoy doing the movie, so I will enjoy doing the promotions as well.
That's true.
Uh,
That's true.
Promotions are generally a lot more toiling than the movie itself, like sitting and talking about it, right? Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. The movie itself is a light-hearted comedy film, I think, which will add so much to this crazy pandemic that we are in, which seems like a trough in everyone's life. Um,
Amazing.
yeah, it's a light-hearted film, family film. There are lots of characters that you can relate to, and the film is set in a small town called Guntur. And my
Oh,
dream in the film, my vision in the film is to open a tiffin center,
oh wow.
just to yeah, just to prove myself, and
Okay.
for my love of a certain dish in Telugu.
Okay.
Yeah, and it came out really well. In fact, the crew, all of us watched it on a big screen a couple of days before, and it's our baby, but we all loved it.
Nice, nice, amazing. I'm looking forward to this. So, in fact,
Yeah.
funny that you mentioned about food because even your TKT filter that you came on to a food consultant. So that's pretty
Yeah.
interesting. So, what sort of ideas would you have working with a food consultant? Besides the movie and getting advice, what else would be there?
See, I'm one of those guys who hates going into the kitchen to do any sort of work. I love
Okay.
going into the I love going into the kitchen to get some chocolates or cookies or whatever. In fact, like my friends in the US will know very well that whenever we used to get together and cook, because we had to save up on money and be careful with how we spend and all of that, we would get together and cook a lot. I would never participate in like the complicated stuff. I would do the most essential thing, which is making rice.
Yes.
My friends always make fun of it. I would always just make rice, but it was perfect. So
Okay.
I always had the credit of doing that at least. But my skills in the kitchen are absolutely zero. So I would always, uh, in fact, for the movie, for my second movie, we did like a workshop where I had to start cooking, right? I was making dosas, and a certain kind of Telugu, the thing that comes along with the dosa and everything. So it was fun. Just learning. I think if I were to collaborate, in fact, I have some friends who work in the food industry. One of them works for this thing called Food Drifter. So he travels around the globe and, like travel and living sort of thing, right?
Correct, correct.
So
Different cultures, different food.
yeah, one of my other friends works in ITC who does R&D in food, like creating menus for new restaurants and new cafes and all of that. So I have some friends in certain places who could always help. In fact, in the movie, I could have used some help because I had
Yeah.
to struggle so much in the movie, man. You would
Right. So in fact,
just
that's something very interesting because the objective of this filter also is right to step out of your comfort zone and find somebody who can be of help to you and you can be of some help to them. That's the idea of how a collaboration work, and this is fantastic because being an actor, being on set, you had to learn a new skill along with just the role that you're playing, and you needed
Mhm.
sort of a mentor, I would say, to come teach you. And
Yeah.
just beside the rice only did not work.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, yeah, I think it always helps to, develop new skills. As
Yeah,
an
yeah.
actor, you have this opportunity to become different people and learn how they do things and why they do things in a certain way and everything. In my third movie, I'm playing a government teacher. So just sitting in a classroom with actually we shot certain scenes in a real government school with real kids. We didn't get like actors. So just interacting with them made me a lot more comfortable. I'm playing a maths teacher who gets into a comedic, tragic situation. So, but it was really fun just interacting with those kids, figuring out how they react with when kids are misbehaving and being a certain way and all of that, right? So, just being on set, being in that place, that geography, uh, speaking to the people who work or have already done that helps as an actor. Uh, I'm sure in real life, the world is a lot more interconnected and a lot more closely knit, so you can access so many people so many different ways. If I were to do, like, in fact, we have a new pet at home. His name is Tom.
Yeah.
And pet training is something I'm like literally learning right now. I know it's a professional job, but just the time that we have, I've started to figure out, okay, how to get this guy to behave like this, how to get this guy, even though it's still the puppy, uh, just figuring it out on the net, talking to people who have pets and all of that, right? So I think
Nice.
it really helps to, if you have certain questions, if you have certain things to do, it really helps to talk to people from that. And I think
Yeah.
it's a great thing that you're doing TKT filters and
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. In fact, we love that you love the idea.
hmm
We always wanted to sort of get this creative freedom with people, let them meet more people around to have a co-learning, exchange of ideas. And that's what's going to help you because in the end, community building is so important when you need each other. There are small things that you may be good at, something that you want to learn, and there's always a exchange of positive vibes, and that's I
hmm
think the important feeling when you're a creative person as well.
Definitely. I think one of my I would definitely call it a weakness, but when I was in the US, I would never ask for help for some reason. I would try and figure out things on my own, like even like trying to go to an interview and how to speak to this guy, and even with assignments or whatever it was. And I figured out that that is just putting me 2 steps or 5 steps back of everyone else, not asking for help. So I think if you need something, like I have an actor at home. Uh, so in fact, for my third movie, I did so many workshops and I took videos of it, right?
Okay.
And then I I went to Vijay and I was like, "Is this working out for you?" When you're watching it as a third
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was trying to get feedback from him, and he was like, "No, this maybe you should work on this differently. Talk to the director and figure out." And that helped me so much on set for that particular scene because I was like, uh, I went and told the director, maybe this is not working out for me. Uh, Maybe we need to, stage it a little differently. So just asking for help, just, putting that question mark to something and going and confronting someone or asking someone puts you, ahead of other people
Correct.
who are just waiting, right?
No, I think we're also very lucky. I would say you have Vijay as a role model.
Yeah.
Being helpful himself, he always has. He always wants to help more people, and I'm sure that same sort of humbleness has rubbed off on you because your purpose also, as you spoke to us today, was about doing good, about helping as much as you can when you grow and you can become
Mhm.
independent to help more such people. And you're already doing that through the production house,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
the foundation as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. So we're going to play a quick rapid fire before
Oh,
we move on to some one to funny questions. Okay,
okay.
so football or cricket? Which one do you prefer?
Right now, football.
Which team do you support?
Man United.
Man United. Okay, okay. I think
We
they
came
they they
third.
oh they came third. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna sound a little funny. What is the most useless talent you have?
Shit. I don't know this. Making rice, I think. I don't know. That's what my friends from US would say. They would be
Okay.
like, all of us know, at least contribute. I don't know. I have very limited talents, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are you a coffee person or are you a chai person?
Coffee. But I limit coffee also because I am one of those guys who gets really hyper. I can't sleep if I
Okay.
have too much if I have too
Correct.
much coffee. Yeah,
Correct.
that happens to
Uh,
me.
do you like, I mean, now obviously it's changed, but would you prefer driving yourself to sets or would you like being driven to sets?
I love driving to sets. I hate driving back from sets because
Okay.
being on a set is draining and being someone else is completely draining. So you would always want to have a driver when you're coming back.
Correct.
But in the morning, you're all fresh and wanting to go and raring to go and pump some
Yeah.
music up.
Energy level
It's
is
really,
high.
yeah, energy level is high. Coming back, man, like so many of these sets are really far from the city, right? You are shooting really far. Coming back is actually a little draining. Every day, you lose at least 1.5, 2 hours. Like if we were shooting in Ramoji Film City, which is the biggest film
Yeah.
studio or whatever, it's 1.5 to 2 hours away from the main city. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
stressful just driving back after a
Definitely.
draining day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Vijay Deverakonda, the brother first or the actor first?
the brother first.
Okay,
Definitely.
nice.
I mean, we grew up more like friends, I would say, because we grew up in a boarding school, grew up together, would play sport together, all of that. And all of his friends eventually became my friends because they are my seniors.
Yeah.
Even to this day, we chill every other weekend and everything. Yeah, so the brother first, definitely. I
Nice.
mean, I
Nice.
don't see the actor when I'm like
Yeah, yeah.
when
Points.
I'm at home and everything, right? All these guys, like all the fans who are even replying right now, will see this star.
Yeah.
I will see
Yeah.
Vijay. So it's a huge difference. Yeah.
So, there's also a wave of appreciation and love coming your way as well because you see, you've been a very original person to yourself. You know how to stay true to what you believe in, your talents, your skills, and the mere fact that you're constantly finding ways to improve and work on your skills, it just shows that you're willing to do and go the extra mile to sort of achieve, becoming the best version of yourself. And that's what is important, I feel, because
Yeah, I don't think if you don't do that in this industry specifically, uh, you'd rather not be in the industry.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
so because it's crazily competitive.
yeah,
Even though you don't want to compare to other actors and all, constantly people are comparing.
compare you,
The
yeah,
fact that social media is now here is a boon and a bane.
yeah,
It's like it for my first movie, there was this huge load of criticism that I had to face because there was this whole nepotism angle and there was this whole, trolling and all of that happened. So you figure out how do I use this negativity to my, you know,
correct.
my positive, try and make
Yeah,
it positive for myself, right? So that happened too. So all of these things, if I let it affect me, I think I would have never done the second film. I would be happily, behind the scenes working as a help on the producer or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, this is great. So what I'm going to do is, I think it's almost time.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you would love to. What we can do is probably end this session and continue a small one after where we can just keep it for a Q&A session with friends and family.
All
Or
these
better,
guys are going to just say, can you show Storm or can you show Vijay to us?
yeah,
That's going to happen. See, the first one is where is Tommy and all of that, right? But
okay, okay.
I'll have to,
Correct. So no problem. Some other time we'll do a Q&A with you.
yeah,
But and Anand, thanks a lot for coming today,
yeah.
and we wish you all the luck for your upcoming two movies. And I hope, in fact, I want to ask you, where could we get a glimpse of Dora Sani? Could we see it on
It's
any
on
OTT
Netflix.
platform?
It's on Netflix.
Amazing. Okay.
It's on
So we'll,
Netflix.
okay.
My second film would mostly be coming on some other OTT platform, which is
Okay.
widely accessible. But uh, but just to all these guys who have, I think all the Vijay's fans and some of them maybe my fans. Bye bye AD apparently. Yeah, that just look forward to this movie called Middle Class Melodies. It's I think everyone will enjoy it. There's beautiful music and everything. It's a fun
Nice.
ride. I think I'll enjoy doing this movie. It would, for Vijay's fans, maybe it would compare to uh, his version of a Pelli Choopulu. I don't want to compare. It
Okay.
takes things out of context, but specifically for Vijay's fans, I think they'll understand. It's a really fun, nice movie. So I think everyone will enjoy it, especially during this time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, okay, great. Congratulations and wish you all the luck. Looking
Thank
forward to
you.
the next movies as well.
Thank
Guys,
you.
please do show love to Anand. Very hardworking guy, humble. As you can see, he's passionately growing into his acting career as well. So, do give him a
You're
shout out.
changing it for me, Kashyap. I think people are going to start loving me after this,
No,
just
I
because you
think
said it.
they should see there one more. Sagar also is a fan of yours. There should be more people coming together. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for coming today, all you guys. Big shout out to all you people. This is the last session for Kala Batak as well. We have something exciting coming up from August. So stay tuned. And guys, thank you. Thanks again, Anand. I
Is
hope to
this,
see
are you going to put this up? Because my mom is going to ask me, you did an
you. Yes,
interview, where
yes.
is it?
We
She's
will.
going
I'll
to
send
kill
you the
me.
copy.
Okay.
Done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Guys,
So much.
namaste to you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Kashyap. Bye bye.
Bye.